Yo, what up, man? We got the TPOB play again, man. Just wanted to talk about using it after a few months. Picked up a second pair. Really liked this clipper initially when it first came out. Reminded me of the JRL. Then I did a little bit of research and I found out that it's the same manufacturer that makes JRL. So if you like the JRL, you'll definitely like this clipper. Um, Comparing these to some of the machines that I used to use back in the day, like the stainless steel machines, I do find that sometimes the stainless steel blades on the Magic Clip and on the Wahl seniors and like the Wahl detailers, um, and the Andis corded master, those do leave like a more polished, close to the skin finish. And it may leave the haircut looking a little bit fresher, may have the haircut lasting a little bit longer. But I do find that these machines are pretty good when it comes to bulk removal, and that really is from the high RPMs that this clipper has. So that the RPMs are what really make this clipper great. And the blade that it comes with already, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. It does cut exactly like a JRL machine. So you can do good fades with it, but my opinion, I just feel like, with the Andis blades and the wall blades, I just was getting better finishes in some of the haircuts. But then there's some haircuts I do with this, and this machine will leave great results. And I just kind of wanted to make that video for you guys because there's a lot of debate going on with what is the best clipper, what is the best clipper, and I still feel like, yes, this is worth having in your arsenal because, sometimes I do haircuts and I'm very happy with them, and then sometimes I look at people with, darker, thicker hair, and I really lean towards using a sharper blade so that way the haircut is more, polished looking, for the darker hair, thicker hair, darker hair. But you know, Sometimes when I go back to those older machines like the Wall, Magic Clip, and stuff like that, then I'm like, yo, I missed the play, man. And I really think what it is the high RPMs. This machine is what's making this machine so great. The only thing that I question about this is the longevity of the blade sharpness that is on this machine because they are ceramic and they are massively produced in in overseas, and me personally, I did feel like the blade declined a little bit, but nothing crazy noticeable that a lot of people might not even notice, but I just noticed it. I did feel like it took me a little bit longer to do some more detail work with this machine. But like I said, sometimes I love this machine, and then sometimes I do a haircut. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, why can't I get this haircut right? I have to switch over to a sharper machine. I use a babyliss Snap FX. But considering the price point of that machine, $250. Yes, it has great blades on it, the babyliss machine, but it doesn't have a long battery life like this. It doesn't have the great ergonomics. It doesn't have a modern feel to it. So I do feel like this machine is worth having in your arsenal nowadays. And that's why it's so hyped, because some people that don't understand, clippers are just right off the bat feeling the performance of the high RPMs and calling it the best. But I do still feel like there could be a little bit of improvement with this. I know he's trying to lean towards steel blades again, so we'll see if he can get a steel cutting blade on this machine, and that may be a game changer, a true game changer, if they can get a steel blade on this machine, a cutting blade. These back blades don't matter. The material of these back blades don't really matter. It's this blade that matters. This blade really to me is just kind of irrelevant, and doesn't really make a huge difference to me whether you have the chunky blade or you have a freaking flat blade or white, black, chrome, gold. It doesn't really matter to me. It's the cutting blade that really makes the difference in these haircuts. So yeah, like when I go back to my Magic Clips, sometimes I miss the high RPMs in these machines, and I miss the fastness of the way this hair cuts. And then when I use these for a long time, sometimes I miss the detail work and with the Magic Clips that they're able to do, and the Andis Master are able to do. And that's just me just trying to let you guys know how I really feel about the machine, man. That's pretty much all I got. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know, man.